Hey everybody, welcome back to our Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here watching some more RahXephon. Last time, Quad was denied her own big giant robot. Makes me sad. Reika helped her escape from a medical chamber, I suppose. I think she was just in trouble. Or maybe Reika's controlling their mind. I don't know. I have my theories.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
before we get too deep into it, Griff, I think the
sure.
first thing we should do is thank Yuki Ali for sponsoring this show.
Yuki Ali, thank you for sponsoring the show and inflicting this curse upon me.
I mean, you keep saying that as though you're not enjoying it, but I know you like it.
I like mystery. I love this. This has been exciting for me.
It's a world suffused with sound, Griff.
So I guess before I go into being crazy, let's go ahead and go to someone else who is slightly less crazy, Phil Fisher from last episode, saying Kulong Mutaria is an Indonesian term that means pearl necklace. I was interested on looking up the meaning because tiara sounded similar to mutia in Filipino, one of my mother tongues, and also means pearl or jewels in general.
So, Griff, I guess this leads me to ask you, did you want a Kulong Mutaria?
What?
Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, you broke my brain a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think, like, what is actually called, like,
I'm just
Mutari
wondering
in
if in Indonesian it still has that context. If you ask a woman if they want a Kulong Mutaria.
what is that?
Really? Okay.
Yeah, really.
It's not something I would typically say. Okay, you know what bukkake is, right?
Oh God, why did you say that word on YouTube?
Well, I mean, it's the closest thing I'm going to get to not fully explaining it, while also letting you know if you have context of what. Okay, now if you figure those things out, Griff,
I think it's time to never go any further.
what do you think pearl means in this context, and then apply that to the necklace part with what I've just said?
Clearly, pearls, the Mutaria, refers to the Mulians, the aliens in the show. Yes, clearly that and nothing else. I was just trying to go to the context of the show here. Jeez.
I mean, you asked.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and get my mind out of the gutter. We're leaving the gutter. Thank you, Phil Fisher.
Phil Fisher letting us know what pearl necklace is in many different cultures.
Right. But last time Quan didn't get her mech. She got denied. By what I assume are the antagonists here, or like an antagonist organization that'll filter into the next few episodes. I think I mentioned last time, we feel like we've been a little antagonist-less, you know? We have, like, giant things, the Dolums coming in and fighting, but what progress is being made, who's threatening them, what are they after, we haven't seen anyone for a bit.
You're like the priest walking into, I can't remember her name from The Exorcist, walking into a room and looking at the girl being, controlled by the devil. Yeah. And then suddenly turning into Thorfinn. I've got no enemies. We have no antagonists. What are you talking about? We get a fight scene every other episode. And we know who's sending them
but the
too.
The giant Dolums are not the antagonist here. They are just a feature of, like, the Mulian forces, who we haven't seen, like, a scene about or, like, gotten more info on for a while. It's just been Ayato on the island continually being beset by problems.
You would make one of the weirdest characters to be set in a war zone. Goddamn those jets keep bombing our village. God. Thank God I have no enemies, though. Those jets are just a property of the area, not sent by any military force whatsoever that would represent my enemy.
Who, in particular, as a named character, is our antagonist? Who are we fighting against specifically?
Here's my problem, Griff, is that I hate reminding you because I want you to figure things out. but quite literally, one of the last people we saw in area was a named character, and we've seen them a couple of times since.
Well, Ayato's mother?
You got there.
Right. We haven't seen a real her for a while. We saw, like, fake vision her, like, a few episodes ago. But Ayato's not really struggling or thinking about her in these episodes, right?
Clearly he is. In the Dreamscape her, representing his mother, he is literally, quite literally him thinking about her. You understand? Also, what about the fact is, you don't have to physically see your enemies to know that they're there, especially when they keep sending dolems out to attack you.
What I'm saying is I want to put a face on it, and if there is a face in Ayato's mother, she has hidden it behind a curtain, behind 3 feet of concrete on another continent, and we haven't talked to her.
That's cool, because it doesn't matter how far away or behind how many objects she is, you've still seen her face, and you know what it looks like. I don't know what your point is here, Griff. It's like
thank you for addressing my concern, Theta. I feel so seen right now. Anyway.
That's a stupid concern, and you're stupid for saying it. How about that?
So,
but no, seriously. Seriously, though, Griff, we're in the modern era now, right? I don't think we need to look at Putin's face on the wall every time. We need to know what the
show as a narrative. What are the bad guys fighting for?
Well, that's the mystery.
And what is their operational objective right now?
Also a mystery.
Yeah, and we've only recently seen, last episode, a group of weirdos hanging out in a room with like 2 lights who are acting weird enough to ask, alright, they're up to something, we don't know what it is, and that's it.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is I want to see more of that. I want to know who these people are.
Yeah, you want to abandon the mystery that you're currently on for a mystery that seems like it would be more solvable for you for some reason.
I want the mystery to be solved eventually, or in parts, or given like a solid clue. Solid clue.
I think you've become Shaggy all of a sudden, right? In one of the Scooby-Doo properties,
like Zoing Scoob here. I don't know. There's a big mystery.
No, we're one of the Scooby-Doo ones where they've actually encountered supernatural, right? Where there are ghosts involved, but there's also a guy who's clearly wearing a mask, trying to do something else as well. And you're like, look, I'm not going to be able to parse together what the fucking afterlife means and what these zombies riding out of the swamp means. But this guy over here, trying to burn the house down to get the insurance, that's human shit. I can figure out this mystery.
Like Zoing Scoobs, I don't want to contemplate my own mortality here, but that guy's robbing the bank.
That's what I'm saying. It just seems like you're pivoting to the more human mystery, away from the one that seems harder to solve.
Well, hopefully I'll get some more clues here. But I think let's just go ahead and watch and see what happens. But before we do, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but no pressure. It's all support channel, just a little bit extra.
Click the link down below and join the Discord. Let us know if you're watching along with us and seeing if you can solve the mystery as well as Griff. What are you going to be able to pull from the intro this time, Griff?
That watch has too many gears in it.
You wouldn't know that.
I don't know anything about watches.
From my history of media, the only people that know anything about watch gears and repairing watches are the villains.
So when are we going to get the giant clock?
You haven't seen the clock yet?
God, I'm just like thinking back to like The Good Place. Like, oh yeah, the time knife. We've all seen the time knife, right?
Oh, what's his name? Saw it real close.
Yeah.
Such a good show.
But like, there's so many little things here that I'm trying to keep track of. I'm not actually even sure if they're all connected, I think.
Oh man, I just realized there's a giant one in the opening. I think I've said that before too, but probably apply to a completely different thing. No, giant hint, I guess.
Right.
There's something you explicitly haven't said or vocalized that you've realized. I guess it's all over the place now that I'm noticing it.
The clocks are all over the place.
No, I just mean it appears or happens multiple times in the opening. And it's like clearly an obvious reference or allusion to something that you have never referenced himself. And then the unnazified the world. So it's remembering idiocracy.
Man, Disney's really gone downhill. Gotta crane your head all the time for those two.
That is badly designed.
書類に存在している他のデータについても裏が取れたものはありません。如月クオンが仙台にいたという記録は全て偽造されたものと思われます。
The Great Moo
Right.
War Memorial.
Quan is not a real person. I honestly, that checked out from the moment we saw her, right?
Okay, this is the second person you've called a not real. If you're anticipating that nobody in the show is a real Griff, I'm gonna have to
Hey,
disappoint
they said
you.
it on screen here. Quan has fake records and probably never existed in any other place. Oh, cool, she's awake again.
I guess the damning thing here, Griff, is that she's also looked at and talked to the other fake person that you've mentioned.
She's not real in a different way than Reika is not real.
Oh, sure, the same way that UFOs and aliens are actually different.
Yeah, totally. We get aliens every day.
Oh, you're going the other way. You mean like national aliens? I was talking
Yeah,
about
almost gotcha.
unidentified flying objects. Are unidentified, so they clearly couldn't be aliens.
You can't put that much MSG on your stuff. It's not good for you.
Sorry, having never eaten that kind of food or soybeans or anything like that, every time it's shown in anime, it just fucking looks disgusting to me.
I believe Ayato is having the same reaction. Oh, until now.
No, he's trying it the same way she made it.
意外とあとねご飯にマヨネーズも結構いけるのあバターと醤油も合いますよこの人たち変
スリーピングビューティー完成してるんじゃないのか
完成まるで物みたいな言い方だね
でなければラーゼフォンに乗れるはずがない
No, it's fine, my man. She's not really there.
動かしたわけじゃない
十分だろうやらせてみる価値はある
十分かどうかは僕が判断します
Let's see if we can throw her into the machine. We kind of don't like Ayato. Get Quan in. She'll become the main character.
二人
未完成なのは神の綾とも同じだろ
彼はこんなものじゃないそろそろ新しい進化を遂げるはずですよ
それは科学者としての予測それとも君個人の願望
そうでなければ許せない
Well, that's a little ominous.
More mystery for you, Griff. I know you're so overwhelmed with it.
恋人とかいないのかなあいやいやほらはるかさんって仕事はできるし美人だしちょっとそそっかしいところはあるけど
You're still a teenager.
前はいたよ優しい人で私のことも可愛がってくれたような気がする
気がする
だって小さい頃だもんお姉ちゃんがまだ大学生で名字が変わる前だから4歳くらいだったかなあお母さんは再婚したの
そっか首藤って新しいお父さんの名字なんだ
お父さんじゃないお母さんの再婚相手
そっか
Little family history.
Huh, okay.
まだ動かない
はい出現から380分一向に動く気配はありません
どうします
テラはあくまで連合参加
Is that a Syntho gear?
It's just standing there, ominously.
出撃要請がなければ衛星軌道まで出張っていけない
ま 衛星軌道に対して有効な戦力もないけどね。
じゃあほっとくんですか？
ほっときはしないさ。第三種戦闘配備で監視を継続。連合から要請があり次第出撃する。
I guess it kind of looks like something from Tenchi Muyo, like their ships and that.
I'm kind of thinking like some of the more like dramatic Gundams, where like they have like more angular structures to their designs, like a little crazier. You know what I mean?
No, I mean explicitly because I said many times before that I have a hard time spotting differences in Gundams.
酒癖だって悪くないし。ここは空気が悪いな。ハンガーに戻る。
Workplace drama.
嫌われちゃったかな。
いやーね、そんなことないわよ。
いいの、慣れてるから。
さよこ、この間のことだけど。
ああ、あのことなら気にしてないから。
でもあの男は。
おせっかいよね、あなたって。いいわ。じゃあ仲直りの印ということで。
Oh, that's right. She interrupted their business last time.
人間標本のサンプル第1号。
MU フェイズ反応が初めて確認されたムリアのこと？
その登録が1989年って本当？
そんなはずないわよ。だって1989年って言ったらムーが出現する20年近く。
We already got some time travel shenanigans. That's not entirely out of the question.
Yeah, but we don't really know the methodology of it, how it works.
そうよ、ありえないわ。
ありがとう、はるか。いつまでもいい友達でいようね。
Oh, she knows something there.
ご無沙汰しています。
My closed timeline theory is getting some vibes.
オーバーロード作戦の直前に一度。5ヶ月ぶりか。こんな小さな島に。
Overlord, were you in World War II, man?
申し訳ありません。
No, you remember? You don't remember his whole episode with his family and shit?
Oh, okay. They named that one Overlord. My bad.
A lot of Overlords, Griff.
Too many.
ロシアからお戻りに。それでこれをことづかっております。
相変わらず忙しそうだな。
はい。
Alright, so I know I can trust that commander guy. The cat likes him.
順応性が高いって五木先生も褒めてたわ。
今日、五木さんは
クオンさんを連れて帰ったわ。
Griff, do you remember how every evil mastermind has a cat?
Yeah, and I like evil masterminds.
どうしてラーゼフォンの中にいたのかしら。
よくわからないです。気がついたら中にいたんです。
そう。やはりデータ5人ではないのね。帰りにお見舞いに行ってあげたらきっと喜ぶわ。
そうします。
Alright, now you're just trying to start drama.
頑張るって何を
？2011年に来島にて出生。2013年12月29日、如月クオン2歳、仙台に転出。
There's always that one flute song playing in the background.
はるかちゃんも大変だったわね。
でも東京離れててよかったんじゃない？
旦那さんとは連絡取れんのかね？
それがまだ。
大丈夫よ。アメリカさんがたくさん軍隊出してくれるらしいし。
America, yeah.
2019年、如月クオン8歳、両親と死別、親戚に引き取られる。音楽を言葉にする？
そう。歌詞なんてなくても、音楽はそれぞれメッセージを持って。
It is a world suffused with sound.
言葉にするのが僕の研究テーマさ。
I wonder if we're gonna get to like some real musical theory in here.
音楽の翻訳家か。はるかは卒業したらどうするの？
私は2022年、如月クオン11歳。
Hey, let's see her.
熊手郡二来町、二来島に転出。兄如月月と同居。おじさま、お世話になります。
よく来たな、はるか。めぐみちゃん。
2027年、如月クオン16歳、オーバーロード作戦に同行。
Yeah, literally 10 episodes ago.
なぜ民間人の彼女を？
I appreciate the overlap that they were doing there.
オーバーロード作戦。昔の上陸作戦に同じ名前のがありましたね。
There you go, Griff. That's what you wanted.
Intentional.
何年ぶりだね。
失われた10年か。私は何年失ったんだろう。
We're back at the shrine.
またあなたなの？
I guess my thing is that you haven't talked at least anything about what the major thing the show has been spitting out at you so far.
It's a bit to take in right now. It's the history lessons.
そう言わずに聞いてくださいよ。連合、ひいてはテラのスポンサーでもあるバーベム財団。その当主が設立以来変わってないって話聞いたことあります。
財団の前身。
There you go, Griff. Here's the easy mystery you're getting all the answers to.
ナーカル商会の当主はエルンスト・フォン・バーベム。確かに今の当主と名前は同じね。
名前だけじゃありませんよ。当時の肖像画を見る限り顔も同じ年格好だって。
The aliens have been here all along.
少なくとも湖の怪獣よりは受けそうだもの。
やれやれ、疑い深いお客さんだ。それじゃあこんなのはどうです？人間標本第1号のカルテです。
How did you get that?
He's an investigative reporter, Griff. This is what he does.
He stole military classified documents, as far as I know here.
Well, apparently that's not as illegal as it once was, Griff. Apparently.
Just all part of the job.
Apparently you can just brag about it to Australia and everyone will be fine.
ウォッカマティーニを捨てやで。
女たらしの飲み物ね。
例のもの手に入った。
Oh no, that would be shaken, not stirred.
Oh cool, they got SSD cards. Still there?
The bug eyes, though.
Oh gosh, now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it, you're right. It's just there to spy on Quan and Ayato spending some time together.
ねえ、オリンも弾いてみて。
ダメだよ。僕は楽器なんて全然。
あなたは奏者。弾けるはず。石取りもそれを望んでる。
あの子は何なの？
あの子？誰のことかな？
あの頃、あなたに妹がいるなんて聞いたことなかったわ。
あの頃か。いろいろあったね。
ごまかさないで。
I didn't realize it was a mirror.
Same here, I got confused for a moment. Good shot though, this is like a great composition.
Yeah, you had to animate everything. Back to back and one for one.
使徒はるかの時間は2012年から止まったまま。テラならそれを動かせると思ったんだろう。僕には動かすことができなかった。
いつきくんのせいじゃないわ。
それでも動かしたかった。僕はいつだって代用品。どこに行っても。
やめて。いつきくんとは。
彼は変わらない。でもはるかは変わってしまった。僕もまた。
Son of a bitch.
いつきくん、あなた。
He was the old fling. Oh hey, Ayato, good of you to come here at the right time.
You think he's the old fling?
Yeah, they were talking about it earlier.
Okay.
Like, oh yeah, she used to have a boyfriend like when I was 4. I think that he was nice. I kind of forgot.
Okay.
I mean, what else is this other than like intentionally dramatic ploy to make Ayato frustrated?
I really feel like frustrated is Ayato's default state ever since he left Tokyo Jupiter.
Yeah, kind of.
どうしたの？何を言ってるの一体？
聞こえないの？こんなに大きく。
君には聞こえるのか？
クオン。
呼んでるの。私を戻ってこいって。
言っちゃダメだ。聞いちゃダメだ。あれは。
What's the danger? She's not gonna fly into space.
Maybe she will. I wouldn't doubt the show to just do it.
ラーゼフォンが出撃。
はい。綾人君が D1 アリアが聞こえるって突然。
今こちらでも D1 アリアの検出を行っています。指示があるまでは現状を維持してください。パイロット聞こえてますか？
I mean, to be fair, it would be fucking annoying, right? Just to hear somebody
Yeah.
going, all the time.
How long did it take him to get from that side of the lake to the other side, dressed up, into the cockpit?
I mean, it's still nighttime.
Yeah.
We have no context.
I mean, that's gotta be at least like half an hour, right? Of this.
I hope you're like keeping notes, Griff. This is a lot.
So much more. Yeah, Quan gets it.
思い出して。
この声。母さん。
Hey, look, it's a face, Griff. Just as requested.
Hey, ask and you'll receive, right?
How about
I
this?
love like the tense piano.
How about this? Why hasn't the other two people that were in the fucking room stopped her? In the name of the moon, I will punish you.
これがラーゼフォンの新しい力。しかし。
オリン、それは滅びの道。
Oh, that's also ominous.
That's right. I'm sure Fine could handle this.
Love the effect. Alright, that's kind of cool. I want to even stick around.
I mean, seriously, if I was any of the people around, I'd be worried she would jump off, like, to her death.
いえ、全然。何ですそれ。
人間標本第1号のカルテだ。6時間以内に外部に持ち出された形跡がある。
あ？ちょっと拝見。へえ、あのお嬢ちゃんがね。
Oh, there we go. The show just says it out loud.
行くのかい？あのドーレム、君を呼んでいたね。
そう。でも、呼ばれたからじゃない。
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Okay, you know, I'll be honest, I'm not sure I trust a mayo called Goo Mayo, actually.
I'm hurt, Griff. If my family started a mayo company, it's literally what it would be called.
No, do not start a mayo company, whatever you do.
使わないのマヨネーズ。
陸道は相変わらずかい。お元気でした。それから神の綾とはとても良い少年だと伝えてくれと。
そうか。近いうちに挨拶に行かんとな。荷物の方はどうだい？
本日中に搬入は終わりそうです。
そうか。厄介だな。
Oh. What? Oh no. Oh no.
Well, I mean, you already know why it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
So, I mean, they already told you why, so... This episode filled in a lot of holes.
Okay.
Some of which you didn't even recognize were holes.
The one it obviously threw out, though, is, like, Quan is the first Mulian from, like, the 1980s, and then she lost, like, 20 years remaining 6-year-old for that whole time until she finally got the fake life that was presented to her and everyone else, and has finally ended up here for whatever purpose. We don't know why.
Sort of?
So, I mean, that's the obvious thing that got thrown at us. Like,
sort of. You're sort of right.
Yeah.
There was a scene in there that I don't think you picked up on in her little memory flashback thing. Because you haven't mentioned it, but I mean, you still have time.
I'm not sure which. There's a good dozen of them.
Yeah. There was one very specific moment. I think you didn't make any emotion towards it and you haven't mentioned it. Also, I mean, it involved two different characters at the same time, so...
And
you
they were doing a lot of stuff at the same time there, which was a fun way to, like, get the information.
No, I mean that it formed a connection between the two of them, not that it was hard to follow.
Oh, right. No, I get that, and I want to get to that next year in a bit.
But actually, there was literally a lot of that. There was a lot of connection between the two.
何時知るは隠されし言葉その色青く澄み渡りて次回第14楽章鏡の中の少年世は音に満ちて
Are we pulling an Evangelion? Are we getting the are we getting the gay angel episode or what?
I don't know. I've always
or is
said
that just the guy who usually hangs out in the control room, but like in a pilot outfit?
I don't know what you're referring to, and I'm not gonna go back and look.
Okay, that's fine.
My mind is already topped over with all the shit that's happened in this episode that I'm fairly certain that you didn't pick up on, that I'm just waiting for you to start going over all the things that you think the episode filled in to see what you don't say.
So yes, you are right, and I was going to mention the parallel, right? Where obviously we were drawing a parallel between Quan and Haruka, right? Because we're going over their pasts at the same time. We're getting kind of the same implications here. She said that she's missing like 10 years. I imagine that's not just a blank statement that means nothing. She might also be a part of this.
There's something a completely, not completely unrelated character, a different character said in a different scene where no one else was around. Not nowhere else was around. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. The scene you're referring to involved that character talking about a different character. There was a completely different scene that happened earlier in the episode involving two completely different characters that has massive overlap, and in fact, pieces together the whole fucking thing if you just paid attention to it, and then mimics again later near the very end of the episode. And I know you didn't say anything, and then you talked about a completely different thing when I prompted you.
Okay, random other theory, Quan and Naruto are related.
I mean, you might think that. It's not what I'm talking about now, but there was a vision that you saw during the thing that might make you think that. Also, okay, here's going to be my biggest thing. Not to the thing I was talking about before. You clearly didn't get that. That's fine. I'm sure the show is going to pick it up a lot more for the people in the back row. What is Ayato's mother's name?
I don't remember what it was.
Cool.
But
that would be a big help for you, I think, if you did know.
Do you remember the name? Can you tell me the name?
I'm pretty sure, but I don't quite. Again, remember, I'm also, like, I know a lot of the mysteries, but I also am 20 years separated from figuring them out the first time. So,
right.
I don't exactly want to spoil it in case I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm 100% right.
I mean, look, like, I knew from, like, near the beginning that there were some family shenanigans here. My initial thesis was that Haruko and Ayato have, like, a time traveler relationship with each other. Like, 20 years in the future, Ayato, like, ends up having Haruko as a child or something. I don't know, whatever. I don't remember what theory I put out, but it was stupid.
Given all the romantic inferences in this episode, when you said having her, I didn't expect you to say as a child. So my brain just like...
Oh yeah, no, like the show is putting that down for sure. I don't know the exact shape of the timey-wimey relationship drama that it's taking here. But they are all definitely involved. There's weird stuff happening. We're gonna get a full circle, I'm sure. It's gonna happen.
So you think that she knows all the foods he likes because he shared that with her in the future?
Yes.
Okay.
That it is the cycle of time information, right? He shows her, she shows him, and it goes on like that.
Sure,
there might be like a third
stuck in a
character
loop is what you're
maybe.
saying.
Yeah.
All right. I guess who all did you see in the flashbacks?
I wasn't quite paying attention to other people. The one that sticks out to me a little bit is where Haruko is on the bench. We have the overhead view, and the trees are blocking both of them. And I don't know quite who she's talking to on the bench at college, like 20 years ago.
Sure. Further back in her timeline, like when she's not an adult.
That I'm not sure. I think I'm blanking on
really?
That one, unfortunately. Yeah,
Did you just get overwhelmed with this episode?
There was a lot of info. I might want to just rewatch this, actually.
Yeah, so much, Griff. Like, it's not only that, it's the fact that they go over it like 2 or 3 times per thing that they show you, too. Like, the person I was trying to get you to talk about, they showed multiple times in the episode so you knew what he would look like, so that it would be impactful when he shows up in the flashback.
Oh gosh, it's
the same way that
show.
The same way that the person I was talking about before, the completely unrelated person, who I'm not going to refer to as anybody, so you can't guess it off the bat, was also shown multiple times, so that you could be like, oh, this is connected too.
Alright, so, hold on for me for this one. I figured it all out. The tabloid reporter is responsible for everything. It's aliens.
I mean, he's a go-between, clearly. You saw that. You put that together because you said it out loud.
Yeah. Why the hell does he have this? Like, obviously for reasons.
Griff, I feel like you need a concept for it.
Yeah.
They need to hire me for advertising. I would instantly take that.
I swear.
I would do a 2-minute bit every episode to advertise concept for it.
Alright, so before I go crazy and start putting up the threads here...
Well, it's literally connections. The show literally gave you... God, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 different connections between characters that you didn't think were connected before, and you didn't pick up on any of them.
I definitely picked up at least one of them.
Did you? Which one?
What about the ex-boyfriend kiss?
Oh.
The highly uncomfortable, not really entirely consenting to it interaction.
Griff, I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you one. Griff, what if I told you you were wrong there too?
That's also not true.
The thing that you thought you were right about, you were wrong about.
Oh no. Well,
I will spell it out for you plain as day here. This will be your one for this episode. Maybe it'll be a thing. Maybe I'll give you one every episode. He is not the previous boyfriend that was being referred to.
All right then. So I'm gonna keep that in mind. And before I go crazy, let's go ahead and wrap it up for the day. This has been Stone Face Reactions, everybody. I'm Griffin. That's Theta. We'll catch you next time. See you around.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone Face Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?